But we got 32 pairs, 63 cars. I'll start off with saying Daddy Dave got to buy, so he will be the first car moving on to the second round. Sweet. But first pair down, coming straight off the trailer Friday night, we got Tristan Bagley and Jeremy Kiefer. I don't know much about either car. I can't give you information on either car because I'm not a small tire guru. But if I had to pick a name out the hat and draw one and put my asterisk next to one, I'm taking Jeremy Kiefer. That's going to be my first pick. We're going to put some money on that. We'll start out with 20 bucks on Jeremy Kiefer. See how we can roll from there. Second pair out, we got Brandon Phillips and I think an IROC Camaro, Pro Charge, I believe, and Jimmy Dale in a rental car. Jimmy Dale is driving a small tire rental car. As you know, he drives Magic. Not Magic. He does drive Magic, but that hasn't been out this year. He's driving 50 Shades of Brown and Little Gangster. So I'm going with Jimmy Dale. That's my homie. I don't bevel my heart, but I think the car that he has rented this weekend is a nice piece to go down and try to get him on. Third pair is a doozy. Hoo-hoo-hoo! We got Axeman taking on Junkyard Stu. It's going to be a loud matchup. Two fast-ass cars that get down the track. I'm going to ride with the Junkyard Stu. I don't know why, but I just feel like Junkyard has been on small tires right now for a little bit. He got the little bit of momentum behind him. Axeman was in Shady Side. Blew it up. Didn't get a chance to make the pass. He bought another car with him this weekend, and that's badass. So, Axeman, Junkyard Stu. I like Junkyard. Fourth pair. The fourth pair is Disco Dean and Luke Kessler. If you've been watching, Disco Dean put the Cadillac on small tire, which looks like a bodybuilder in the gym who skipped leg day his whole life. What it looks like. But the Cadillac is a sexy ass car. Excuse me. It's a sexy ass car. But Luke Kessler's been on small tire for a little while now. Luke's been traveling around getting money here and there, so I gotta ride with Luke. Fifth pair out, we got Kai Kelly taking on Curtis Horton. Just gonna ride with my dog Kai Kelly. I don't know much about Curtis Horton, but I know that Kai Shaka has been a fast little bitch on small tires. Next pair out, sixth pair, we got Tony V taking on Shelby Lynn. Now, if you've watched small tire, know anything about small tire, Tony V's name ring bells. It's one of them Chicago boys you don't want to get in the other lane next to. But I have not seen Tony V out this year. I'm sure many of his folks are here. They're going to gamble on him. But I got to ride with Shelby Lynn. She had a nice showing at Shady Side 3 weeks ago. And they've been doing their small tire thing for a little bit. Seventh pair, another barn burner. We got Ryan Henderson taking on Bill Lutz. Bill's my dog. I like riding with Bill. But I walk past Ryan's group and they look focused. Focused. Like that $100,000 is important to them. So, on the odd chance I'm going to jump off ship. Normally I'm riding with Bill. I'm going to try Ryan Hendrick for the first round. Eighth pair, we got Brian Gadecki taking on Jim Teague. I don't know much about either one of their cars. I know when Jim had the wagon and the Wagon Slayer, was a bad man on big tires trying to get down. But I'm going to ride with Brian Gadecki. This is one of those shake 'em up, shoot the dice, and pick one for me. So we're going to ride with Brian. Ninth pair, we got Joe Williams taking on Justin Reed. I don't know who Joe Williams is. I'm going to make it a point to try to find out who these people are before the end of the weekend. But I do know who Justin Reed is. 50 Cent used to be a badass car. So we're going to ride with Justin Reed. Tenth pair, we got Todd Rockford taking on Isaac Preston. Need I say more? We riding with Frankenstein right there. We're going to let Frankenstein see what he do. And I'm pretty for sure this is Frankenstein's home track. So we're going to ride with Frankenstein and see how it works. Eleventh pair right behind that, we got Blackjack taking on Boost 12. Blackjack gets down, Boost 12 gets down, Boost 12 being another Chicago car. I think turbos are going to work really well this weekend. We're going to ride with Boost 12 out there. Twelfth pair down, we got Brian Britt and Beetlejuice. Say that 3 times fast. Brian Britt and Beetlejuice. I can't even get that shit out. Taking on the Beater Bomb. All the bees in one matchup. I'm riding with Beater Bomb. Joey Heichel's been known to travel around the country on small tires, fucking people up left and right. It's kind of what the boy does. We're going to ride with Beater Bomb and see if Beater Bomb can pull him one off against Brian Britt. Thirteenth pair down, we got Trevor Jordan taking on Chris Rankin. As I just said the pair, I realized who Trevor Jordan is. And that is the red, what's that, Nova? Or the SS? It's out of Bill Lute's camp, though.
Camaro.
It's a red Camaro out of Bill Lute's camp taking on Chris Rankin. I went with my boy Chris Rankin. They got that twin turbo Conquest doing its thing. 14th pair. Y'all might not hear me say this often. I don't like to bet with my heart. But the 14th pair, we got the Landlord taking on Ryan Martin. Landlord being tuned by my homeboy, Nick Chappie Chapman, CPR. Ryan Martin's Ryan Martin, and y'all know the man come out here to do what he do. I'm trying the Landlord with odds because it's small tire. They're coming fresh off the trailer. And in Chappie, we trust this weekend. So we're going to see how that goes down. Fifteenth pair, we got Al Gonzalez taking on Rocky Harrell. Another pair who I don't know much about. I know a little bit of info about the cars. I know the people, but I haven't really seen them get to racing like that. We're going to ride with Rocky Harrell and see how that shakes out. Sixteenth pair, we got Tyler Dommel and versus Pino. I don't know how to say that, but we're going to ride with Tyler. Seventeenth pair, we got Bobby Nash taking on Turbo John. Should be a fast-ass pair. Turbo John. Yeah, Bobby Nash taking on Turbo John. Bobby Nash is driving the old John Wick car that used to have a blower out of it. So we're going to ride with Bobby Nash. Uh, 18th pair, we got B-Rad taking on Charlie Brown. Pro Charger on Pro Charger crime. B-Rad supporting a set of 28s this weekend, going for the 100,000. I'm gonna ride with Turbo John. B-Rad hasn't been on 28s very long. Don't know if they got much testing in, but they're gonna get down. But Charlie Brown's hungry. They've been on 28s for a little while. They just switched combinations to Pro Charger. Had a nice bunch of handful of hits at Shady Side. I'm gonna ride with Charlie Brown. 19th pair, another one. Fast guys on fast guys on fast guys. We got Scott Taylor taking on Todd Spears. Both cars built by Bad Habit Fabrications. And both cars could have raced this race in their backyard any day of the goddamn week. They live close enough to do it. But I gotta try John Doe. '20th pair, we got Zach Jones taking on KC Max, Mr. Ryan Mitchell. If you don't know nothing about Zach Jones, just know this. This motherfucker is fast. But if you don't know anything about KC Max, that motherfucker got 38 combinations around the world. He got 1,700 engines. And this week, he got the scuba gear in that bitch. And KC Max has been fast all around the world. So I'm going to ride with KC Max in that pair. We got the 20th pair coming up. We got Larry Larson taking on Ryan Gibson. I'm taking Larry Larson. King of the South has showed up. We're in Kentucky. He's still got them small tires on there. And hey, can't take nothing from him. Until you beat him, I'm riding with him. Right behind that, we have pair 22. Richie Stein taking on Murder Nova. We're going to ride with the black 187 this weekend since they left the unseasoned chicken in the trailer. '23rd pair, we got Phil Hines taking on Logan Duvall. I like Phil Hines. He had his Mustang out in Ohio this weekend. I don't know if they worked out the kinks, but Logan Duvall runs over there with Isaac Preston and Zach Jones and Adam Preston. Them some fast motherfuckers. You just can't take that away from them. So we're going to ride with Logan Duvall. We got Adam Preston taking on Daniel Pritchard, a.k.a. Craig and Day-Day, a.k.a. driving Slimer, the green Mustang. This is where I'm about to get out of pocket again, y'all. I like Slimer against Adam Preston. Again, this is probably Adam Preston's home track. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I know them boys are out of Kentucky. Both them Corvettes are flying out that camp. You can't take nothing from them. But when Slimer shows up on the property with small tires, they've been known to go deep into the rounds. Deep into the rounds. So first round coming off the trailer, I just got to give them a shot. I got to roll with them. Got to see if Craig and Day-Day, as I call them, get one done, and that's where my money's going to be at. '25th pair, we got Jimmy Summers taking on Jeff Lutz in the 57 on small tires. I don't know if Jeff got any testing done. I don't know who Jimmy Summers is. I'm riding with my gut and just going to say that Jeff, Big Jeff and Little Jeff is going to get it done in the 57. '26th pair, we got dominated in the borrowed car, Bumblebee, taking on Jimmy Mayo. Gotta ride with Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe's coming back out this weekend chasing that 100K, and it sounds like he got a pretty good chance. If you ain't seen Bumblebee run on 28s, it's been a bad car. So we're gonna ride with Uncle Joe this weekend and see where he goes. '27th pair, we got Scott Lowry taking on Jamie Van Cleef. I'm sorry. I'm Robert Jamie Van Cleef. If I know anything better, not only is that man probably in his pit right now, cooking up a whole bunch of good food from steak to burgers to hot dogs that he has homegrown on his cattle ranch, which he sells, by the way. Which, hey, Jamie, shout out to you, bro. Just know I shouted you out. So when I come by in a half a cow this season, just remember your boy plugged you in. I'm gonna ride with Jamie Van Cleef this weekend. Uh, 28th pair, we got Kelly Jones taking on Luke Shivers. I don't know who Luke is. I know Luke Small Tire often. I know who Kelly Jones is, but I'm riding with Kelly Jones. Kelly Jones had a badass hot rod before it got wrecked. They had to take some time off, rebuild another hot rod, get it back together before they come out. So I'm going to ride with my heart on what I know best. I think Kelly Jones is bringing a fucking knife or bringing a sword to a knife fight. And I'm going to ride with Kelly. 29th pair, we have Jake Thompson taking on Jerry Bird. I don't know much about the car that Jerry Bird's riding in, but I know it's not Little Gangster, so that means they can turn that bitch up and get down. I'm gonna ride with Jerry Bird. Uh, 30th pair. One of our sponsors this week, Mr. Kyle Canyon, is taking on Roy Reynolds. Kyle Canyon got a hot rod. He ain't been able to show the world yet because they've still been getting together, but Kyle Canyon got a hot rod, so I'm riding with Kyle Canyon. Pair number 31, we got Brent Austin taking on Super Dave Atkins. I am going to ride with Brent Austin. And last but not least, even though I went out first on the limb and said it, Dave got the bye. He is pair 32 by himself with the bye run, so Dave with the bye, and that is a prediction, let it run. 63 good cars, supposed to be 128. You can't control who shows up. Like I said, 128 cars paid their deposit. They chose not to show up, that's on them. Still racing for 100K. Straight down the list and read them all. If you remember from yesterday, then you know who I bet on and who I didn't bet on and whether I won some money or lost some money. We got Tristan Bagley, Brandon Phillips, Brandon Sandeline, Dean Carnes, Kurt Burton, Shelby Lynn, Bill Lutz, Brian Gadecki, Justin Reed, Isaac Preston, James Daniel, Joey Heichel, Chris Rankin, Ryan Martin, Rocky Harrell, Tyler Dommel, Bobby Nash, Jason Terrell, Scott Taylor, Zach Jones, Larry Larson, Sean Allington, Logan Duvall, Daniel Pritchard, Jeff Lutz, Jimmy Mayo, Scott Lowry, Kelly Jones, Jerry Bird, Kyle Canyon, Dave Atkins, and Dave Comstock. Now, that is your 32 going on to second round. Second round draw has not happened yet. That'll be in about 20 minutes to a half an hour. And I will be back to give you my matchups, and we'll see how much more money I can lose or win.